Hello dear students, welcome back to e-classes of P.N. Mercy High School Standard 12 Commerce subject Statistics. Today we will solve sums based on normal distribution from exercise 3. Let's do question number 4. A normal distribution has mean 50 and variance 9. Find the probability that the value of normal variable x lies between 50 and 53. The value of normal variable x lies between 47 and 53. Now let's solve it. Here mean is 50, so mu will be 50. Variance is 9. So when you take the square root of 9, it will be 3. So SD will be 3. So we have to find the probability that value of x lies between 50 and 53. So we will represent in the form P 50 less than equal to x less than equal to 53. Now you know that z is equal to x minus mu upon st. So let's substitute the value. Here first value of x is 50. So you will have 50 minus mu upon st is less than equal to z is less than equal to second value of z is 53. So that is 53 minus mu upon st. That means z lies between these two values. Now when we substitute the value of mu and st, we will have probability of 50 minus 50 by 3 less than equal to z less than equal to 53 minus 50 by 3. 50 minus 50 is 0, so this will be 0. 53 minus 50 is 3, 3 by 3 is 1. So value of z is lying between 0 and 1. So you have to find the probability that z lies between 0 and 1. Yesterday I told you how to see the value of z, that is area related to the value of z. Now let's draw the graph. You know that mid value is z equal to 0 and the value of z we are having over here 1. 1 means positive. So it will be towards right hand side and this is the value of z equal to 1 or z1. Now we have to find this area. So this area when you have to find the corresponding value of area for z equal to 0 to z equal to 1 from the z table is 0.3413. So probability that x lies between 50 and 53 is 0.3413. Let's do the second part of this. The value of normal variable x lies between 47 and 53. Same way, that is x1 is 47 and x2 is equal to 53. Same formula we will use. X minus mu, that is 47 minus mu upon sd is less than equal to x minus mu by sd less than equal to second value of x is 53. So 53 minus mu by sd. Substitute the values. Mu is 50, sd is 3. So you'll have 47 minus 50 by 3 and here you will have 53 minus 50 by 3. These are the extreme values of z. So z lies between these two values. 47 minus 50 is minus 3. Minus 3 by 3 is minus 1. Is less than equal to z is less than equal to 53 minus 50 is 3. 3 by 3 is 1. Now you know that in the table when you draw the central value is z equal to 0. Here it is minus 1 and 1. So minus 1 will lie towards left and plus 1 will lie towards right. This area we need. So since this area we need, we can split it into two parts, that is 0 to minus 1 and 0 to plus 1. See over here. These are the values from 0 to minus 1 and 0 to plus 1. Now since both the areas are same, why? Because 1 and 1 the area will be same, only sign difference is there. So we will multiply by 2, and you know that area corresponding to z equal to 1 is 0.3413. Multiply by 2. So your answer will be 0.6826. Let's solve another question, that is question number 6. The weight of randomly selected 500 adults persons from a region of city follows normal distribution. The average weight of these persons is 55 and its standard deviation is 7. Estimate the number of persons having weight between 41 and 62. So same thing, this is x1 and this is x2. That is x1 is 41, x2 is 62. Estimate the number of persons having weight less than 41 kg. So here as a mean, that is mu is 55, SD is 7, and total number of persons, that is capital N, is 500. Same way we will find Z. So Z will be what? X minus mu upon SD. Here x1 is 41, x2 is 62. And we have to estimate number of persons having weight between 41 and 62. So let's find the value of Z. 41 minus mu is 55 upon SD is 7. So we will have 41 minus 55 by 7 less than equal to Z, and x2 is 62. So you'll have 62 minus mu is 55 upon SD is 7. So right value, that is extreme value, will be 62 minus 55 by 7. 41 minus 55 is 14. That is minus 14. So minus 14 by 7 is minus 2. 62 minus 55, that is 7. 7 by 7 is 1. So we need the value or the area for the probability under the Z curve from minus 2 to 1. So Z equal to 0 is in between. Z equal to 1 will be on right hand side and Z equal to minus 2 will be on the left side. So first we will find the area from Z equal to minus 2 to Z equal to 0, that is this area, and the second area will be from Z equal to 0 to Z equal to 1. Now the area from minus 2 to 0 we will find first, that will give us the probability, and the second one is the area from Z equal to 0 to 1, that area we will find and that will give us the second probability. So let's find the value. The first from 0 to minus 2 we want. So when we see the area from 0 to 2, Z equal to 0 to 2, that is 0.4772. Area under the normal curve from Z equal to 0 to Z equal to 1 is 0.3413. So when we add it, we will have 0.8185. Now what we need? Number of persons having weight between 41 and 62. So what we are going to do? This probability 0.8185 we will multiply by the total number of persons, that is 500. So we will have 500 into 0.8185, that is 409. Now let's solve the second part of this. Probability of number of persons having weight less than 41. So let us first of all find the value of Z. What is Z? 41 minus 55 by 7. That is minus 14 by 7, that is minus 2. And it is less than 41. So the probability will be Z less than equal to minus 2. Now if we draw the curve, you know central part is Z equal to 0. This is Z equal to minus 2 on the left side. We want the probability for less than minus 2, Z less than minus 2. That means this area we want. Now you know that the area from the central part to the last part, that area is 0.5. So from 0.5 we will subtract the area from Z equal to 0 to Z equal to 2. So your value will be 0.5 minus area under the normal curve from Z equal to 0 to Z equal to 2. So the answer will be 0.5 minus 0.4772. When we subtract, we will have 0.0228. Now as you know, the total persons are 500. So multiply 500 into 0.0228. So your answer will be 11. So number of persons having weight less than 41 kg is 11. I hope you must have understood these two sums. Revise it thoroughly. In the next session, we'll continue with the same sums. Thank you.